This is Boundless Rebooted. During COVID-19, we are broadcasting daily, sharing messages from international thought leaders about mental wellness, about leadership, and about the opportunities we have right now to make our world more resilient, collaborative, and sustainable. This episode is with Ambassador Professor Nabhit Kapoor. Professor Nabhit calls himself a psychopreneur. He is a mental health advocate, an author, TEDx speaker, and globally decorated ambassador of mental health and peace. He has over 200 recognitions from 30 countries around the world. I invited Professor Nabhit to speak to us for a few minutes to help rationalize the current situation and raise awareness of maintaining our mental health at this time.
Everybody is now cut off from the world. Since the time I have been born, I think it's the first time I am in my consciously witnessing this kind of a thing, that everybody is shut right now. The world is closed. And as a psychologist, we have been promoting on LinkedIn and on our social media platforms and even in the media that during this time, mental health of a person definitely will get affected. And because of a lot of reasons, you are physically cut off, you're economically cut off, you're socially cut off. There are chances you might get emotionally cut off from the people and from yourself also. Because 21 days to 30 days lockdown is very challenging for a human being, because as you know that human beings are social animals. We love to go out, we love to have coffee, we love to talk, right? So everything is now changed. And for a person to adjust to this kind of a changing environment so suddenly, it's very difficult for the psychological health of a person to get adapted to this kind of a situation. So what I am recommending to people is, rather than focusing on the negative side of the coronavirus and the deaths and why is it so much and blah, 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 blaming each other, let's focus on the positive side, that what this virus is going to teach us. Number one, you will get a lot of time to spend with yourself and your family, your children if you're married. So you get a lot of time to build that emotional bond, which might have not been built that much over years of time because of ever-changing world, and you are so busy, work pressure, this and that. So utilize this time for that. And 21 days is also less to make that emotional bond. Trust me on it, because emotional bond and everything takes a lot of time. So to understand one another is very important as of now. Secondly, don't beat around the bush of that psychology of uncertainty which is there. Nothing is going to happen to you if you're going to take precautions. So let's be very clear on it. You are doing washing hands, sanitizing, and maintaining hygiene. So don't beat around the bush of this uncertainty that things are going to happen to you, because you see every day the death number is rising and the confirmed cases are rising, which you see on the media. So don't just start thinking negative, because as human tendency, it is our conditioning that we always think negative the first. We will never think about the positive. So that's a human tendency which we have to change during this period of time. Thirdly, what I have started already is the mental well-being on voice. So it's a new project which I just started yesterday, in which we are giving, we are taking in some people from across the world who will be like helping hands, supporting hands, who will be just extending their love and affection to the people through their own channels of communication and keeping their sanity intact. Because this is the time when we can actually show that solidarity towards people. Even me as a psychologist is getting affected sitting at home 24 hours. Definitely, yes. So as a person of my willpower, for example, if my willpower is very strong, if I'm able to deal with it, then only I'll be able to deal with other people. Fourthly, the pattern of communication should not stop at this juncture. Now, what happens if a person, I had a case, if a person is undergoing this kind of a virus and is in isolation, you should not cut off the channels of communication from the person. The person needs that kind of a comfort right now, either through messages, either through talking to him on Skype, either through Zoom calling him, either through any movies, either sending him motivational quotes, send him books, just maintain that distance, but at least be connected to that person, even if the person is in isolation or if the person is completely all right. This time we have to maintain that communication and not, exaggerate negativity, because everybody's getting affected, right? So that exaggeration of negativity should not be there. Fifth point I would like to bring here from your medium is people who are undergoing mental health problems already, like anxiety, stress, depression, OCD, tensions, PTSD. This is the crucial time for them because already their cognitions and their thinking patterns are fearful, illogical, and irrational. So this kind of an information which is overloaded in the market right now and surfacing towards them also could provoke more problems, could exaggerate anxiety, could exaggerate their obsessions and compulsions, could even be more stressful for them, which they might not be able to take up. So filter the information which is required, rest, leave out every other information, because there are thousands of media channels and every channel has its own information. Focus on one thing, what is right for you and what is the best for you and your people. Lend a supporting hand, because right now everybody needs each other's support. We have each other's backs. So if we cut off that channel of communication, obviously everybody is going to get affected. So in conclusion, communication right now is very important. This mental health convoy project which I have started, I hope it becomes very good. People should lend support to each other, motivate each other, and it should be really good.
I hope you enjoyed this conversation with Ambassador Professor Nabhit Kapoor. This is the Boundless Rebooted podcast. At this time, our mental wellness is just as important as our physical wellness. Let's check in on our family and friends, send some personal messages of positivity, and look for the opportunities to show kindness. Stay safe, stay well.